Hello, I'm Sophiralou and welcome to my channel.
Hello guys, and welcome to this month's fan art video. This month I've decided to pay tribute to one of my all-time favourite Studio Ghibli films called Howl's Moving Castle. Howl's Moving Castle spoke to me so much when it came out. It had such wonderful animation and every scene looked like a picture from a storybook, and that is really part of my aesthetic, and the movement and the colours and everything about it is just absolutely stunning. And a lot of people will agree with me, it is one of their all-time favourite Studio Ghibli films, as well as Laputa, which is one of my favourites, My Neighbor Totoro, The Cat Returns, Nasuka is one of my favourites, Princess Mononoke, and of course Spirited Away. And these are just like my top 10, like the top few like Studio Ghibli films. So I decided with this one I was going to kind of mix it up a little bit, that it was going to be the end of the film version of Sophie where she has the star like grey hair, and the version of Howl with the black hair, because that's the version I prefer the most, and with where he's wearing the coat and they're almost like floating through the skies, like Calcifer is like almost wrapped around them in a fiery happy circle. And that was kind of my thoughts behind it. I just really wanted to draw this really serene, captured in the moment almost piece, and there are parts I really like about it and there's parts I really don't like about it. I decided to go with a watercolour approach on this, just because I felt that's what suited it best, with a little bit of pro marker and the Whsmith pencils thrown in, but I'm not too keen on a lot of the aspects of it. I think it looks patchy in places. The effect I was going for kind of didn't work, but that's what you do when you are illustrating and when you are using art. Sometimes it's good to accept the mistakes that you've made and just go with it, keep on going with it and keep the flow going. And I'm kind of glad I did, because parts really worked, but I know what to do next time, so then I can improve this piece in the future. So the equipment I've used in this is my Dealer Rownbey mixed media pad, my Whsmith pencils, some Letraset pro markers, as well as the Winsor & Newton pro markers, the Winsor & Newton watercolour Cotman half-pan range. The white gel pen I use is the uniball signo, as well as a Liquidtex paint marker. It's a bit of a mixed media piece. I tried to keep it as much watercolours as I possibly could, but for some reason a lot of it didn't work for me, or some of it worked and some of it didn't. And I think maybe my previous practice of equipment just wasn't working. I've done these sort of mixed media pieces before, and for some reason it just wasn't working this time. And I think that's good though, to experiment, and I think it's good to include your mistakes as well as include your good pieces. Not every piece you're going to paint is going to be perfect. Not every piece you're going to want to do is a masterpiece or anything like that. And you may see me throw myself a blanket over myself. It's gotten really cold in the UK at the moment and I am just trying to keep myself warm. So apologies if you see a blanket or anything, or the cat getting away or anything like that. Just trying to do with what I got. So, Howl's Moving Castle. Let's get talking about one of the arguably most beautiful Studio Ghibli films ever made. This film came out in 2004 and was inspired by an amazing book, the Howl's Moving Castle series, which I own and have read, by Diane Wayne Jones. The books are massively different from the film. If you ever get a chance, please check out the book. It is one of my all-time favourite books, and it is beautifully written, and I love how the story of Sophie and Howl continues even past like the film and how it ends. And the books are quite dark and gritty, and I really love that, but I also really love this film. It is so iconic for Studio Ghibli in any way, shape or form. I think the actual scene where the castle is moving its way through the hills, the opening credits, is arguably one of the most beautiful pieces of animation ever. The scene where Howl is laying in bed and the room is just like ticking and swirling around him, that is my favourite scene. It is so stunning as a piece of animation, as a piece of design, anything really. It was so beautiful and visually appealing, and this is what I love about the film. It is so, I can't even think of the word, it's so awe-inspiring. And if you haven't yet had the chance to go and see it, please go and see it. It is Studio Ghibli at their finest. For those that say, yes, I actually pronounce Ghibli because in my mind that's how it's pronounced, but I know the proper pronunciation is Ghibli, which is why I'm trying to pronounce it properly. I'm sorry if I offended anyone in any way, shape or form, but to me, as I think I have always read it as Ghibli, and my mind can't tell me anyway. Saying Ghibli sounds just really weird to me, and I'm trying my best to pronounce it properly, so I do apologise. So with this sort of piece, I just kind of wanted this really intimate moment between the two characters, and I just really wanted to recreate almost that scene where they are dancing through the sky. I tried to recreate it in my own way and really get it to what I felt was one of the most, like, to try and recreate it but in my own style, put my own twist to it, give it my own turn, just so that I could look at it and say, yes, I have done a fan art of the thing, but it's done in a way that I'm happy with, that I can tell that it's me, that I've done it. It's just, I wish I could paint better. I wish I could like do better. I'm still learning with watercolours. I'm still learning with my equipment, and I don't feel like I gave this film enough justice. And that may be, a lot of people may say I'm being harsh on myself, but that's how I physically feel about this piece. I like aspects of it, but I don't think that my execution was how I wanted it to be. Not to say that there aren't parts of it that I'm proud of. I really love the up close shot of where Sophie and Howl are together. That actual section with their faces and where their hands are being held, that's my favourite part of this piece, because it captures a moment. I think my painting is very, very weak in this. For some reason I just couldn't get anything to blend the way I wanted it to. I was trying something different, it didn't really work in my favour, but that is something that I am happy to be able to turn around and say that at least I've tried, and I will keep practicing this technique till I'm blue in the face. And I think that's important with your artwork, that you've got to keep on practicing. So do you guys have any favourite Studio Ghibli films? Is there any artwork that you've done to recreate your favourite scene or recreate your favourite parts and the characters? If you've done anything that you will have done, let me see it. I want to see what you guys have created and what you guys have come up with. Also as well, if you have any favourite parts in this movie, because you know this is one of my favourite films, let me know in the comments down below. Get a discussion going. I love hearing what you guys are talking about, and I love seeing what you guys do and how everyone can recreate fan art of the favourite films and do it in their own styles. It is one of my favourite things to do. So I hope you guys have enjoyed my little video. If you want to see more content from me, maybe subscribe to my channel. If you want to comment on your favourite Studio Ghibli film, or your favourite moment from Howl's Moving Castle, let me know in the comments down below. Thank you for your support on this channel. It absolutely means the world to me. If you have any suggestions for next month's fan art video, or shows or animations that you wish for me to check out, please leave your comment in the section down below. I would love to hear what your thoughts are. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay creative.